Hello, Buki. Okay, so today I want to talk to you about how we're going to simplify your business significantly because you're tired, okay? First of all, there's figuring out all the different traffic sources. You're trying to quote unquote be omnipresent. You're trying to be here, you're trying to be there, you're trying to be on Instagram, you're trying to be on TikTok, you're trying to be on Facebook. You're trying to send the emails, you're trying to do all the things. And then you're trying to figure out, okay, where am I nurturing the people? How am I nurturing the people? Where am I building community at? Like, it's a mess. It's a mess. It's a lot. And you're like, okay, there's got to be an easier way for me to go ahead and do this. And I'm going to show you one way. You don't have to follow it, but just stick it through to the end so you could just see how you feel about it. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is one video, one community, one flow. Okay? Just like in, what was that movie? One band, one sound. One band, one sound. One video, one community, one flow, honey. You don't need to be running yourself ragged, trying to be on all the places, all over the place, trying to do all the things, honey. This shit is not cute. Being burnt out in your business is not cute, honey. So we're not doing that, okay? Now, what I have seen, what I've learned over the many years that I have been in this online space is really the simplest businesses are the ones that scale the fastest. And I will be the first to admit that I was hard-headed. I had a coach tell me, she said, Quiana, one thing. And I was like, I'm multi-passionate. And I wanna create all the things. And I just feel like I shouldn't have to. And what you know what Quiana has been learning? She was right. Right? So there is a smarter way, a lighter way to grow because your energy and your time really truly is limited. And there is a way for you to go ahead and share your expertise, demonstrate competency, like attract your ideal clients and customers in a way that's not draining to you, where you're like, okay, I need to be on Instagram 3 times a day, but then I saw someone say, like, you need to be, if you want to start growing your TikTok, you need to start off posting 10 times a day, girl. And then you need like these complicated ass funnels, and I'm telling you this as someone who is a self-proclaimed tech princess. That's what I would call myself, a tech princess. Like, I love the tech. I loved going behind the scenes of my business and setting up this funnel and that funnel and this thing and that thing. And you know what ended up happening? I spent way too much time on the back end of my business than on the front end of my business. And then on top of that, when you're having to do all the tech stuff on the back end, but then you're still having to show up and market, guess what? A lot of people are not doing, spending a good chunk of time actually nurturing and tending to their actual clients. Yeah, I'm sure you've been in something like that where you're like, well, damn, like this person spent more time and energy trying to get me through the door to pay them. And then after I done gave them my monies, and now I rarely hear from the bitch. Let's be honest. Let's keep it 100. It's a safe space, right? Okay, and then there's like running ads. Like, people make it seem like running ads, like it's just so simple. Like, just go run ads. And then like $1,000 later, you're like, where's the return on the investment, right? So what this comes down to, and what I've seen work, is 1 YouTube video a week, 1 community. And that is going to help you to create a business that just feels so delicious, so magnetic, and it is something that is scalable, truthfully. Okay, so what do you think that you actually need, right? So again, most entrepreneurs are being told that you need to be posting every single day on Instagram. You need to be keeping up with the TikTok and the trends and the audios and the this and the that. You need to send 3 emails a week, and you need to build a funnel, but you need a funnel for like all of these products because you're multi-passionate. You need and all these like multi-step processes. And then you need to make sure that you're launching a freebie every single month because you need to keep your freebies refreshed. I have literally heard somebody say that. So now you need a new freebie every single month, right? And then you need to go ahead and run ads, but you don't know what you're doing, but do it anyways because everybody else is doing it. They're telling you to do it, but you don't know if you need to be boosting your posts or if you need to be like learning how to run native ads. But then again, you get back into the system, you're like, what the actual F, right? That's the playbook you're being handed, okay? It's like a Frankenstein's monster, but business edition, okay? It's draining. And so when you do all of that, like, even if you start doing it and you start training yourself to do it and you're like, da-da, but then your business just feels so heavy because every day you're thinking about, okay, well, I need to do this and I need to do this. And then you start thinking about, okay, well, I'll just batch. But then it's like you spend so much time with the batching, and then it's like you're batching just for the week. You spend all this time batching just for the week. Not the month, the week, right? And so your audience doesn't convert the way that you want to, and then you're left wondering like, well, is it me? Is it the system? Is it my messaging? You don't even know what the fuck it is because you're doing 500 million other things, honey. Do you feel the exhaustion? Yeah. So this is a model that can break you, and we don't have time for that. Okay, we trying to be somewhere on the beach, honey. We trying to be somewhere at the beach club, drinking a French 75, honey, being fabulous, or just spending time with your kids, like whatever it is, spending time with your brookie, right? So it's the model that's not working. It's not necessarily your discipline. It's not your creativity. It's not your consistency. You know, you need to give yourself more credit than what you have been and what you've been allowing yourself to do, because if you're thinking that you need to do all of these things, even if you are doing a fraction of it, right, you're still putting in work. And because you think that you need to be doing so much, you kind of start to feel like you're not doing enough. No, okay, let's not, right? Now, we're already fighting against algorithms, okay? Last week, Instagram said, do the reels. We're pushing reels. The next week, Instagram said we pushing stories. This week, Instagram said we're pushing carousels. Which one is it? Okay, like these algorithms are changing constantly overnight. You blink and it's something new, and it's like, oh my gosh, trying to keep up with it. And then you have content that like disappears, like, you know, again, your stories and stuff. Now, this doesn't necessarily apply to reels. What I'm finding is that reels that I see that are getting pushed like weeks later, maybe even a month later, but these are reels that were already kind of doing well. It's not positioning reels that aren't already kind of doing successful to be found, right? And then you've got like these low conversions because you're attracting audiences who consume but don't convert because they're consuming your shit. But these other platforms, they're fast, on to the next, on to the next, on to the next, next bitch, on to the next, right? And then you're burnt out and you're just kind of wondering like, oh my gosh, am I cut out for this? And then you still try to keep like a brave face. You still want to like show up on the socials like, yeah, I got this, da-da-da-da-da. You know, nobody wants to actually show up and admit that their shit's not working. You don't have to do more. You just need a system that's going to compound. And that's what I'm going to share with you, okay? So I know that this... I know that this is, you know, again, the model that just breaks you down and how we can simplify it, because like I even started from like the ground up, like quite literally. So when I started like even my YouTube journey, I was homeless and I was walking around. I had a gaping hole at the bottom of my shoe. I had a cracked Samsung Galaxy Note 3. Right, and that was the only thing that I had to use to record on. But I did it anyways. I felt like it gave me a sense of control over my life when everything else felt like it was kind of falling apart. And so I would record outside with my phone, outside of Target, outside of Starbucks, outside of 7-Eleven. And then like there was this section at the very end of Target that had like these bushes. So I would sit on the opposite side. So I was like between the wall of Target and the bushes. And from that spot, I was able to connect to Target Wi-Fi. So I used an app called KindMaster. That's what I used for editing. And at the time it was free back then. This was before subscription models came and took over everything. So it was free and it was on Android only. And I would record and I would edit and I would post. And I would do this in like an hour, right? And I didn't have a fancy setup. I couldn't even afford the Wi-Fi. You know, I couldn't afford Wi-Fi. I couldn't afford a phone bill. But things started to shift for me because I did start to gain the momentum. And then the next thing you know, I'm being connected with this, you know, six-figure entrepreneur who has a super successful channel, over 100,000 subscribers, and she was looking for coaches, and the next thing you know, like, I'm being hired. I had the interview, we connected. She like could feel my love and passion for YouTube and what it could do for business owners, for people. And over the years, I became the head coach, and I got to work with 6- and 7-figure earning entrepreneurs, helping them to grow their YouTube channels and make money from it. And we did this very simply. It wasn't post on YouTube, but then go post also, 3 times a day on these other platforms. No, we did this strictly through YouTube. And so some of the results that I even got to watch these clients create with my coaching and with my help is doubling their product sales literally overnight in less than 24 hours, getting 4,000 new subscribers in a week. Okay, getting 80 new leads into their email system in 8 days while only having 400 subscribers. Okay, and even having a client just like bang it out and get a $5,000 paid in full client when she only had 5 videos on her channel and 27 subscribers. So the system, this model, it doesn't even have to be something that takes forever to work. You see what I'm saying? Like, and it doesn't have to be hard. And so now we've looked at what it looks like to do what everybody else told you to do. Now I want you to listen to Quiana, okay? This is the simpler flow. This is what it looks like. You're gonna make 1 high value YouTube video a week. Did I say a day? No, I said a week. I said 1 a week, okay? Okay, and then we're gonna invite people into a community. I prefer school, and I'm going to explain to you why in a moment, but we're building community here. People don't trust like they used to. We had a great run in this online space from like 2020, 2024, where people could just get up here and say whatever and just be like, you buy my PDF and buy my ebook and this and this, and people was buying it left and right. And then people started to get burned. Like we talked about earlier, like people were like, listen, they're doing well with the marketing, but coming in, now I got this thing, and this is some bullshit. This is some bullshit. You can't get refunds because nobody wants to offer refunds and like all the things. We're going to build community, and we're going to invite people into it, and we're going to do it early. Not like how you were taught with like webinars and stuff, like, oh, you got to do, and then wait till the very end. No, Buki, and if you're in my community, which you can join for free, school.com/Quiana. The link will be down below. But, we don't want to just wait until the very end of our videos. There's a method to the madness, okay? Inside your community, inside your school, like we're gonna build the trust. We're gonna be able to allow people to experience our expertise. Here's the thing. Now where we're at, people need to spend like 7 hours with you. How many shorts, how many reels do you need to make to equate to 7 hours? If you made one YouTube video that was 15, 20 minutes, if someone spent their time watching that amount with you versus a 15-second reel, 60-second reel, because apparently now the girlies are saying that if you want your reels to take off, you need to keep it under a minute. How much trust are you building with someone in those 60 seconds versus 20 minutes? And what does that mean about the person watching you if they're willing to spend 20 minutes of their life watching your video versus just 60 seconds and then they're on to the next? You see what I'm saying? And so we're building trust. We're demonstrating our competency in what it is that we're doing. We're bringing people into our community where we continue to nurture and build trust, because what the people will tell you to do is you need to get them on the email list, and then you need to be sending the emails. I am very big on take your coach hat off, or whatever the fuck you want to call yourself. Take it off. Take it off. Remember who you are as a person. Think about how you buy, how you consume. I know for me personally, right? I do not buy high ticket from people I do not watch on video. It's just something that I've noticed. It wasn't a rule that I set. It was just something that when I sat in reflection and I thought about my own buying behaviors, I said, you know what? Every person that I have paid big monies to, I have seen them on video. I've been, whether that was like live challenges, workshops, live streams, whatever. Like, I have been nurtured continuously through the format of video. Those are the people that I pay 5 figures to. And then on top of that, I don't buy from email. I don't even open emails. I don't even open the emails. I get the thing, and then like that's it. But I don't open the emails. I don't read the emails. I don't like. It's a very rare instance, and if I do, it's someone that has been nurturing me honestly for years. And I can only right now think of one person on the top of my head. One, which ironically, I still get nurtured by that person via video. Okay. Now, when the people come into your community and they're nurtured and they're not, a stranger to you and you're having to nurture them with 500 million reels, them jumping into your office is just natural. Like, they're warmed up. They're hot. Okay? So, one content engine, one community hub, one simple flow. Period. Now, why does YouTube work? YouTube is not like Instagram. It's not like TikTok. It's not like Facebook, right? It's not built on the idea that fast content. It's not built on the idea of like fast content. So instead, YouTube is evergreen, okay? So the videos that you post today can literally attract people into your world days from now, months from now, years from now, right? My videos, when I check my analytics, I'm still getting views on videos that I made 5, 6, 7 years ago. Like, wow. Why? Because it's also a search platform. It's searchable. Your audience, your business is meant to solve a problem. So your audience, your ideal clients and customers, they have problems. They're going onto YouTube. They're searching for answers to those problems. Guess who's not showing up? You, because you won't make the videos. Like, it's searchable. It's searchable, Buki. And there are other ways to be found on YouTube other than search. So don't even get it twisted. Like, YouTube is a magical place. But just being able to hone in even on the value of search. When people are searching for something, then they find you. And then they watch your videos and like, wow. And then you're inviting them to your community. And they're getting inside and they're like, wow, I want to work with this bitch. Right? That's what we want. YouTube, authority building. I'm sitting here teaching you, talking to you with the conviction, demonstrating competency in what it is that I'm teaching you, what I know to work, versus, again, regular text-based posts. I'm not saying these things don't work, because I do know some amazing people who are like copywriters, messaging experts, things like that. Like, they do a phenomenal job. But from the outside watching, I've seen how long it takes and how often they had to create content constantly. This is why you can do one video, and that one video will do the work of 100 posts. It's kind of like when they would say a picture's worth 1,000 words. Well, video's worth 100,000 words, okay? And so it's the only platform where your efforts compound instead of evaporate. And so now I want to talk to you about school. So I love school. I'm loving it. I didn't love it at first. I'm going to be honest. Your girl was not sold. I wasn't. As a user, I was just like, oh, what is this? It's so basic. But walk with me here. So unlike Facebook groups where your posts are getting buried, Discord, and I've been in a Discord group where I was like, this is overwhelming. This is too much. Like, and when I go into a community and it's too much, I gotta back up. I don't like it, right? School is designed for connection. And also, I want you to know it's with Facebook groups. And I want you to know it's also, again, where Facebook has been headed. It's really annoying because now you're getting on Facebook and you're looking at your feed. You're seeing so many sponsored posts. Now you're seeing sponsored posts back to back. And then your feed is now also being filled with creators that you're not friends with, nor do you follow. But you don't see posts from the groups that you raised your hand and said, I want to be a part of. You're not seeing them in your feed, and you're not even getting the notifications when stuff is going on. How annoying is that? Now with school, it's not just about having a community, it's about having what's called a freemium community. And we'll talk about that in a moment. But it becomes your trust builder, right? Like, so people get to, again, they get to experience your coaching or however, whatever you want to call yourself. And people just, if I say coaching, don't get into this headspace of like, I don't like to be called I don't give a fuck about all that. whatever you call yourself, they get to experience it, okay? Your content, your vibe, right? Your personality, your being, right? It's a bridge. Instead of being stuck on like this whole like, oh, well, follow me, follow me, follow me. Like, these are my followers. Like, no, these are my members of my community. We're doing this together. And that makes people feel seen. People want to feel valued. People don't want to just feel like they're another number. You're just here on my email list because I said I wanted 1,000 people on my email list, so you're just here as the email list subscriber. And like, no, Buki, people want to feel like they matter. It's your conversion machine. So even once they're inside, like, they're not distracted by ads and notifications, and they're looking at this at your thing, but this person's post is right below it, like, and then the thumb action, like, no. It's a place to quiet it down. We're focused. Now, with a freemium community, it is free for your people to join, and it converts at a much higher rate because they're having a real taste of working with you. So I am in free communities, freemium communities, where, there's a group call. We can come on, we can connect. I'm in communities where, like, even just this past Monday, I was on one. And all we did was connect with the other group members, like, and it was so fun, y'all. I think we were up there for like 2.5 hours, like, and it was such a vibe. Like, I'm like, I don't want to leave this community. Like, I want to be in this community forever. Like, I love the people here. Like, what? Like, we had such great conversations. There was no bitching, moaning, complaining. Like, we talking about next level shit. Like, it was such a vibe. And even when I got into the community, I'm not gonna lie, I bought from that lady like instantly. Like, it was so instantaneous. It was so, like, I was just like, yeah, man, what's this thing I'm in? Like, the nurturing was so easy because I watched the videos, came into the community. I'm seeing the stuff that she has for free. I'm being nurtured. I was like, yeah, I'm in. What? No questions asked, Buki. Where do I pay? And so your conversion bridge, right? This is where the flow just comes alive, because we're keeping it simple. We're going to use YouTube video discovery, right? A stranger can find you while searching for an answer. They're going to join your community. Boom. They're going to feel that connection. They're going to get nurtured. They engage. They learn. They start getting value inside of your community. And then, blah, natural paid offer. But they don't feel sold to. They're ready. They're warm. They're hot. And this whole process is not just natural, it feels human. If that matters to you, it feels human, it feels light, it feels simple, it feels easy. It's not chasing, it's not forcing, it's not begging, it's not convincing. It's your clients coming in and choosing you because they already trust you. Simple, okay? And so, as of right now, I'm putting together this 90-day case study program, right? And this is exactly what I'm helping a small group of people implement. When I say small, I mean, like, I think I'm capping this at like 8 people, because we're gonna do this together. I want to help you do this, like, genuinely, because I know that it works. I know how simple it can be, and I handed you the strategy. I really did. I just handed you the strategy in this video. Most of you will not implement it, and that's okay. We're not gonna judge it. That's why we have the case study program, because I'm going to help you get right onto YouTube. We're going to get your YouTube game together. And it doesn't have to be hard, like I keep saying. As I keep saying, 1 video a week. 1 video a week. Not 1 video a day, 1 video a week. Say it with me. 1 video a week. 1 video a week. Can you realistically make 1 video a week? Yes. You are so competent. Like, yes, I know that you can. We're going to get your community together. We're going to launch your school community. We're going to launch your freemium community, so it becomes your client attraction hub. You're not having to build community on Instagram. You're not having to build it on a social platform if you don't want to. We're going to make this a seamless flow connection for your people to come in, find you through YouTube, come into your community, be nurtured. It's going to be beautiful for you and for them. It's going to make things so much easier for you, because instead of you having to think about, okay, well, now I need to write this post, but then I also need to record this reel, but then I also need to write this email. Also, by the way, school still sends out emails on your behalf. Yeah, love it. Keeping it simple, Buki, right? And so at the end of the 90 days, you're going to have this system in place that works even when you're not online. one video, one community, one flow. And I know that it can work like that because I also had a client. She had messaged me and she was like, Ken, I kind of fell off from my channel for a few months, but yet my email list is still growing. I'm still getting leads in my business. Like, my videos are still getting views. Yes, because the system that I help you build with YouTube works, even if you fall off. Not even if you take a vacation, if you fall off, if life happens, guess what? If you're building the momentum doesn't just stop just because you didn't post a video for a week or 2 weeks. This is not about doing more. This is about building smart, okay? And so I just want you to imagine what it's like if your business didn't feel like a juggling act, because ain't nobody got time for that, okay? We are not clowns juggling balls for algorithms, but that's what it feels like. Juggling balls for the algorithms, okay? So I just want you to think about people finding you while you sleep soundly. Because if there's one thing about Quiana, and I get so irritating, people are like, what is it about, the business that is keeping your ideal clients up at night? Let me tell you something about Quiana LaChé. Quiana sleeps soundly at night, honey. Like a baby, honey. Like a babe. There is nothing going on in my business that is keeping me up at night. No, I sleeps good. I sleeps good on my memory foams, okay? But the people that are going to find you while you sleep soundly on your memory foams, entering into your community, being nurtured, you're not having to hop on sales calls and be booked and busy. Remember that time we thought being booked and busy was cute? I'm booked and busy. Look at me, I'm booked and busy. Like, okay, that's cute. How about we not? And still make some sales, right? And then they're moving into offers because it's a natural next step. This is light. It's not complex. It's magnetic. They're drawn to you naturally. And it's scalable because it is a system that can grow with you. And so that's what's possible when you can just simplify this into a simple YouTube to school flow. So this is your invitation to join the 90-day case study program. Be one of the 8 people that I'm going to walk through this process with, building the ecosystem. And one of the things that I didn't even talk about with y'all is us building your YouTube and your school through the lens of your gene keys. I don't even want to go down that rabbit hole with you, honey, but when I tell you that adding that element is going to make it feel so much easier and so much lighter, because now we are creating from a place that is natural to us, not from I saw this person do it like that, so I have to do it like that. I saw this person talking like this, so I have to talk like that. I watched this person did it, so I have to make it like that. No. Let's create a business that's light, magnetic, and scalable. And I'm actually going to show you my school real quick. So this is Magnetic Visibility Circle. And the reason why I wanted to show this to you is because they had done a lot of research over school headquarters about what makes someone convert into a lead magnet, right? You don't need a lot anymore. Again, take the coach hat off, and I want you to think about how you interact, how you buy, how you sign up for things. I scrolled through all that shit on the sales page, and I scroll through. If I want it, I want it, and I'll just go to the page and opt in for it, because the content on the socials did the marketing for it. I don't need I scroll through it. I don't need it. I don't read it. I do not read it. I don't. And so what they figured out was simply about 1,000 words is all you really need. All you really need. On top of that, beautiful imagery. As you can see, that's me being beautiful. And then that's me being beautiful again, just sharing what this space is about. Some testimonials from people that I have helped with their YouTube channels. And then you can even have a video, which, again, there is a process. I can't wait to share it with those of you who are going to enter into this case study program, because I'm like, there's things, right? So even this video, but this is a YouTube video, double whammy, okay? And also what they found was most school communities that are free convert at 20%. It's so funny. Somebody must have just went to my thing, because either way, 20% for a free community. Mine is currently converting at 28.57%. So simple math, for every 100 people that actually click to go to my about page, 28 of them are going to sign up. That's not bad. That's not bad, Buki. That's not bad. So we keep it simple. And then we have our classroom where, again, people can come in. They can get started. They can, sign up for things, be nurtured. Again, I have even a space here for like brain magic. Why? Because I know that my people struggle with mindset. They want to start their YouTube channels. So I make sure that they have things here that are going to allow them to work on their mindset, right? We have YouTube for beginners. You can sell your products here, YouTube by design. So you can come in here and people can just purchase the thing, right? They're being nurtured. Fail Friday calls. We have our calendar where, again, the people can come in and they can join group calls. They can be nurtured. And then also the thing about all of this is with it being a freemium community, it's free on the front end, paid on the back end. So we still only need one community for our paid members, because I can come in here and I can create group calls that only certain members can get access to, my paid members. When you come into the 90-day program, you're going to see how this all plays out and how this all works. You're going to literally see the embodiment of this happening. There's a method to the madness, there's a strategy, and I'm so excited to share with you how it all just comes together. But again, just keeping it simple, one video, one community, one flow. So if that is something that you're interested in, I want you to come into the Magnetic Visibility Circle, send me a message. I will give you all the details that you need. You can ask me all the questions. None are off the table, right? But other than that, like, take this, see how you feel about it. Like, if this feels good to you, you can just start implementing this. With or without me, I really do believe in you. Like, I believe in your ability to make some shit shake. Because those are the type of people I like to attract. People like, with or without me, bitch, you gonna make some shit shake. I believe in that. I believe in that. But if you're coming to me, it's because you want to do it faster. You want it simplified. And you want someone that is going to be able to help bounce the ideas with you and be able to help you course correct without you having to spend as much time figuring out on your own, So I'm here. I appreciate you so much. And make sure that you watch the next video on this channel. I will see you soon, Bookie.